I've just had a haircut, I've not got glasses on, I've literally walked through my door looking fresh and different, like this Everton team, which we've made differently. Nil-nil with Juve going into the second leg of the Champions League with the Toffees. Now we are going to be playing it. Looking at the other results, Athletic Club are beating Barcelona, and that's the only game that's really been played. Manchester City and Madrid, we expect to win games. But yes, people, episode number 4 of season 4. And this team just keeps on growing. We've got tired faces all over. We've got to play our cards right. Play the players when they are correct to actually play. And we are fighting 3 competitions. First of all, the Premier League, which I do think we're going to rotate for. Should be beating the Blades. Then we do have Juve in the Champions League. And QPR in the FA Cup. Might risk a simulation. If it means going further in the Champions League. But then again, when we are further in the Champions League, if we get there, we're going to have the likes of Manchester City, Man United and Arsenal in a row in a title charge. 1 point off Manchester City, who we play in the last month with a goal difference superior by 1 goal. We don't concede many. As proven so here with a 3-0 win against Sheffield United. Yes, they got a man sent off. It is Luca, Hilson and Moss. No one, and I mean no one from the first team actually made an appearance. So when we do get it back to the fully fit lineup we should be going with. For this game against Juventus, we should be winning our first team fully fit. And our defensive record at the Hill Dicky. Now that is a decent lineup. But I somewhat still fancy us at home in our home kit. They're having to travel to us. We're hopefully getting our noses up at the potential to take Everton into a quarter-final, because this is the only round of 16. Hopefully, and then into a semi. So let's get going. Jonathan David into Weston McKennie, ex-Leeds United. Should have played Everton before. With them days at Leeds. Sardella surely didn't get the last touch there. They've just thrown it straight over him. Juventus will start the stronger, but then they're going to wonder offside. Don't let this fresh fade go to waste. It's been a very uneventful first half, I tell you. I've had this haircut before filming any main channel videos. I wanted to focus on this Juventus game. And we're offside again. Everton can't get going. Or neither team can. They've got this left-hand side with Karim the Dream Adeyemi and Noon Mensch, the best left-back in world football, but we steal the ball into Ferguson. That's drilled into the middle. Garner can run with it. He's brilliant. The assists he got for Beto against Chelsea were brilliant. Leonardo, he jumps over the tackle, gets his shot off. Nothing to scream in the first half over, however. It has been fairly uneventful. Potentially heading to 2 0-0s, but that means the dreaded extra time and penalties. I'd rather not go to them. We took it all the way in the cup game against Sunderland, and we've had a lot of 0-0s recently. I think in the league and the cup game also. It's like our priority on our defensive record is actually keeping goals out on the other end, not going forward enough. But Branthwaite, our defenders, got into their half, so it obviously shows attacking intent. Scott McTominay, Fatawu runs in front of him. Now Ferguson, looking around the corner. And Dye looking to pick that pocket, as he's done previously. And Jared Branthwaite steals the ball back again. That is a brilliant tackle by Ferguson. Oh, we almost slide it through with Garner again. Starting to slightly get on top. Locatelli, though. Juventus. We've been sent by Jim O'Brien. And that's the opening goal. Juventus score it. Oh, I was absolutely dumbfounded by Karim the Dream Adeyemi. Them step-overs. Them step-overs sold Jim O'Brien a dream as Karim does the business. Oh, I don't like that it works. And it was Jared Branthwaite. He was the man that came across. And on the hour mark, now Everton need to attack. And like I said, we're not doing well with scoring goals. So we've got to try and do it so here as Trufe, our left back running forward. You can see the team's gone attacking. I have made them. Garner, he finds the ball into Illiman and Dye. He's going to try and skill past Kalulu, he concedes the corner. Game on here. Game on. 20 minutes on the clock. They've subbed on Yildiz. And here goes Abdul Fatawu. If we can try and hit that on the finesse. It was almost a chance, and Conceição gives it into Bremer. Locatelli. Thuram. Oh my days, Juventus. How have they been that solid? They are just dancing around us. And that's the second goal with 5 minutes to go. It is Jonathan David. In the biggest game I prepared so much for. Juve breaking Everton heart. Surely there'll be another season, because this is us out of the Champions League, which is the aim. of the save. Good finish. But look at that. There was opportunities if we would have drawn someone like Athletic Club. I mean, apart from them though, every other favourite do go through. It would have been some ask, but now we've got a really good team that's only going to get better going into next season. One of our youth players only getting better. Here's me thinking we was done with youth. We're never over till the save is over because Tom Moss with them playstyles, the 5-star, the pace, the dribbling. He is what Antony, or I thought Antony would be. The player we lost, as I am sending them scouts out again, I see the comments from you guys. You seem to like Dipu Raj from the Grimsby save, so you want another scout to India. And I see Uruguay as a suggestion. And I really like the idea of the next Suarez being at Everton. So we're going to try and push it through. Hopefully find someone with good potential to then send them out on loan and make them the best they can be, as we do have players out on loan now. Don't think I've given up on these lads. We've got one at a 73, which we looked at last episode. I was going to say season and then episode, but Manchester City lose despite winning in the Champions League. So it's us now on top, but we play them next with a game to get further away. We've got Nottingham Forest and then a cup game. Then it's on to Manchester City, which I'm sorry QPR. I really want to go for the FA Cup, but we have to prioritise as its main team. Going out against Nottingham Forest, we were almost pegged back, but it is a Marcos Leonardo brace that has us winning. No, I wanted to go for the FA Cup. I changed the team up for this title charge. We actually got beat 2-1. It should have been 3-1. Kone, man. Richard Kone, a championship cheat code. Make sure they go through with Middlesbrough and Man City. Can't see them losing this now. However, with them in the Champions League and the FA Cup, us with a fully fit team, maybe they can stay distracted because a win here will put us 8 points clear. Yes, still they'll have a game in hand. As Arne Slot in charge of Manchester City. Last year it went to the final game. This year we make sure it doesn't. We do not bottle this. We get a win to secure our gap and make sure we actually pick up one trophy because we're so close. In few this season, we made it to that penalty shootout against Sunderland, which I've learnt happened in real life, to knock Everton out of the cup. So it's weird that it's happened here. And Haaland at the Etihad. I'm talking about the potential quadruple we had, and it is a rough start. The 18th goal for Erling Haaland. We don't usually concede, but we have been terrible today. And don't say we go this season without a trophy. That will be a bottle, and I really wasn't expecting them to score that early. Now we've got to go out there and attack. Attack at the Etihad, which I always thought we would do anyway. But if you're not going to win the game, you make sure you don't lose. And we are losing at the moment. Gardner almost with a chance. Foden picking the pocket. And O'Brien getting rings run round him by Erling Haaland. Big tackle on him. Nico Gonzalez into Savinho here. He's knocked back. And Foden, he almost turned Big Jim. O'Brien actually could have been away. And Scott McTominay should fancy his chances here against his old rivals. Abdul Fatawu. He takes it a bit too close. And Ndai with a pass onto Ferguson. Through the middle, please. Could have returned it. Doesn't return it. We're really struggling against this defence. Shocking in this game. And Erling Haaland tries to turn us again. That's Sardella with an easy pass backwards. Pickford to just claim it. Get it thrown quickly because we need to get to the other end of the field. Fatawu. Leonardo's forward. Rodri, I just can't get round him. Ferguson loses it. He's on a yellow card. He's got to be careful. I just wanted to take Haaland out then. Didn't want him running at us with Savinho past Trufe. Erling Haaland in the box and getting his shot off. Oh my days. It is messy. It is very messy. And John Stones, the old Everton boy at the end of the first half. We get smashed here by City. Our worst nightmares coming alive. Abdul Fatawu into Ferguson on a yellow card. He's been terrible, Ferguson, this game. He needed to get that tackle right, and he does. He gets that one right as well. But the referee's blown the whistle. He's going to get himself sent off. From bad to worse, I think personally he won the ball in that tackle. Let's have another look on this replay. Not even going to get it. Fine. From bad to worse. Maybe a tactical tweak next season, because the last 2 seasons our squad has just improved. Our players have improved, but our tactics may be outdated because we're just getting hammered. Almost 3-0. Might as well just go out for the attack, as that's a good ball into Scott McSauce. There's the run on the side. from Iliman and Dye. If we do sneak one back, I don't care about having less men. It would surely mean we are capable. And we're in the last 5 minutes. I mean, at least we've not conceded again, and we could get one back here. I've got to go for the driven shot that works. And Dye grabs the ball. 10 men Everton. If we salvage a point, it's better than none, for 1, starters, but 2, good because it actually means they can't get an extra 2 on us. They're the team chasing, stopping them points over getting us ours. That stupid goal we conceded to John Stones could be the difference maker. It's a chip over the top. We've got to get forward. Sardella, terrible header, and the game is actually over with us losing and getting that suspension. Man United as well in 5th. They're chasing Champions League. This could get worse. And it does, because Arsenal are joining the title race. City can go above us, winning their games in hand. But McTominay, against his former club, clawing the points in. And I didn't even realise I was simming Arsenal. I was in no man's land in my head. I just was simming without thoughts. And Leonardo, he gets the crucial goal. Manchester City still with that game in hand. Arsenal gone, I think. They lost a game once they got themselves in the title race, and then lost to us, obviously, best team. So now it is a 2-horse race. They have lost double the games as us, scored or conceded 10 more goals than us, and just not been at it. So that loss to City potentially could get us out of the danger zone if we keep on winning, but then we've got 2 massive away trips. Risky one sim in Southampton, but we obviously can't play all the games and risk. What risk? And Dye with a brace, McTominay the same, and through fair, showing the signings were A, worth it, B, please City drop points. As they do. They've drawn a game. Yes, they've still got that game in hand, but they have drawn a fixture, meaning potentially, this could be amazing, because I don't see Liverpool anywhere here. They're down in 7th. They're the game after the next one. We could win the league in the derby, as this, oh my days, he's not played a part all season, but Etihad is an important goal scorer, as this was the crucial game. Beating a Newcastle team playing for nothing. Now let's look at the table. It is possible. Yes, it is. 4 points in the running. So if we win this game, Manchester City run out of games. They drew. And I want to see to who, because who have done us the honours of potentially winning the league in this derby. Come on, scores and fixtures. It was West Ham, 1-0 at the Etihad, which we couldn't do, leaving this team a chance to be heroes. Now, Jordan Pickford is going down in his overall, understandable, but I'm going to make him the captain here. Players like Jake O'Brien, Gardner, yes, they're good, but Pickford's been here longer, and I'm kind of in no doubt in my mind with the amount of bottling we have done. We cannot, and I mean cannot lose this game. We'd be lifting the trophy at Anfield as well. Maybe not the home game we wanted, but just as good. And yes, not in the blue kit, because it always puts us in the away kit when we're away, and I've changed the kits up with the modding, so I just can't get over how good this will be. Still, we've got to perform. Usually they beat us in the last minute, but McTominay, he's ultimate rivals with Liverpool, with the teams he's been at in the Premier League, and Ferguson got that suspension in an important game. He'll want to prove himself. Fatawu with the spin. That's more crucial than anything we've already created in all the games that we've played today. Maybe the boys are up for this a little bit more, but Fatawu, he's seen a lot against Milos Kerkez. Now he just needs to turn back. Supported by Ferguson. That's a brilliant ball in, and I can't believe we've hit that. Couldn't even get my speech right. Pep Guardiola now at Liverpool. It's him and Arne Slot doing a swap in this save. A very unusual thing to see, but then I know career mode isn't too realistic. As O'Brien, he has a run on here. Jim O'Brien from the back. It's Fatawu. That's a poor header. Still, we need to win this ball back. This time in a vital game, and we know what Cody Gakpo's doing. He's cutting inside, but then again, Guardiola using him on the wrong side of the field, and that's Ndai with a very neat spin. Leonardo scored a lot of goals in simulations, not many in the games, but Iliman Ndai here. He needs to switch the ball across first time. There's a ball in the middle to play, but Fatawu goes for the shot himself. He's been the most lively player. It's his 13th goal of the season. And as it stands, we're lifting this Premier League title at the rivals' place. It's winger to winger, Iliman Ndai, and the first goal we've scored, it seems like in ages. Definitely when we've been simming games. I can't remember the last time we actually did it. With Sardella winning the ball back. Fatawu, McTominay. We need to go again down this left-hand side or right-hand side of Liverpool's. A goal before half-time again will be absolutely crucial, just like it was for Manchester City in their win against us. Scott McTominay through bodies. Unlucky. Unlucky as McAllister around the corner into Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott surely diving with the ball in his hands. We're into the second half here, and another goal to kill this off will be beautiful. Is that Jim O'Brien? No, it's McTominay. How can I mistake them luscious locks? As we've got a lot of players over. Iliman Ndiaye goes himself. And that could have been a crucial miss. Into the dying embers of this game now, and I'm actually getting a little more nervous. I think Liverpool, if they score, can still keep the title race open. They've just subbed Florian Wirtz on for Harvey Elliott, which blows my mind why it was the other way around to start off with. And that's a ball onto Isak. McAllister on the edge of the box. McAllister's made a good move in. That is brilliant work from Truefair. Usually the man that goes forward. And can we actually counter-attack here? Scott McTominay picks the right pass. We've got 10 added minutes. Iliman Ndiaye looks for the ball across. McTominay. Oh, Ferguson's took it off the feet of Fatawu, waiting for it. 10th goal of the season for the letdown against Manchester City. Lewis Ferguson, he had to replace João Gomez, and we're celebrating in the corner furthest from where the dugouts are, so Moises run the length of the field to surely be celebrating a title win for Everton. It's just a toe poke, which has done it at Anfield. Look at them celebrations in the away end. Them home fans are going to absolutely flood, and I mean run to their nearest exits out the stadium. Maybe the red of Pickford's goalkeeping kit wasn't the worst option ever. Maybe it was foreshadowing to this win. But to do it against the rivals, yes, we bottled 3 trophies, massively. But that is glorious, as we didn't even get to see the title lifted. Come on, game. Why are you preventing that? We should have seen it lifted away. Are them rivals, as Manchester City cannot catch us. The gap is 7 points with 6 to play, and it's still possible for them to win the Champions League, as let's rotate to a little bit of youth. Still some experience here, but we've got Maguire, Cummings, Glover, and Moss all featuring in this final game, which we had the chance to win, but Malcolm, just like the end of last season, scores against us. But last season it was at the Hill Dickey, and it prevented us winning the title. With us already having it wrapped up here, it didn't get to show us, and it skipped off the bloody graphic. No, stay on that. It is glorious. Jim O'Brien's been a big player, and despite losing to Manchester City, we get the job done. That is criminal. We've just won the Premier League, and we haven't got one player in the team of the season. Not one defender. Despite having the best clean sheet record, or certainly in my time of playing this game, 28 goals conceded in a Premier League season. That is, what? Less goals conceded than games. And judging how teams in this division have conceded 77, that is massive. I mean, Southampton, that's massive to actually stay up with a -33. West Ham are sent down, with FA Cup going to Manchester City against QPR, that team that beat us. So fair play. I would have loved it to be us and got a double, but it wasn't to be. And Coventry City going with the Carabao. Congratulations to the Cov. Newcastle with a bottle, and Manchester City don't win the Champions League. I favour Paris, who actually beat them, and they absolutely dominated us. We went 1-0 up. Usually, Everton with that defensive record don't get come back on. But they were able to do it. And this team for next season, we do have 2 90 rated with a potential to make it 4. This Everton team, I've got to say, I've got to go for the Champions League. Despite Pickford going down 1, I believe, McTominay, he's still going up with Jared Branthwaite, Truefair, Ndiaye, Ferguson. The lowest rated player in our starting 11 is Kylian Sardella, who still had an honest season. And I'm not going to check our goals first. I'm going to check the stats from the league. I'm going in depth. Cody Gakpo got the most for Liverpool, and he wasn't in the team of the season as well, with Iliman Ndiaye getting 17 in the Premier League. Fofana the player of the year, or in the team of the season below him. Fatawu up there on assists. And clean sheets, David Raya got in the team of the season, but Pickford with 5 more in less games, which is criminal. Iliman Ndiaye with 27 goals, Fatawu 19, Leonardo only 15. Ferguson 13. Hilson outscoring McTominay. That's actually concerning, but this man, I'm not giving up on the lower rated players, especially our youth. Tom Moss got his first goal, and could he play a part in, like I say, Everton after a Premier League win, hopefully going for the Champions League?